How's it going? Um, I'm gonna get in and remove rust from some parts using vinegar. Um, so a while back I did the video with the two rusty 440s, saga of the rusty 440s. And one of the boys in the comments, Dan Tupper, goes, I should try electrolysis. And I've gone, yeah, that's a grouse idea. I've seen a few videos on it and it apparently works real good. Or the reverse electrolysis, or you know what I'm trying to say anyway. And in my search in the web, trying to figure out how to do it and what to do and what's the best go and whatever, found a lot of boys are using vinegar, white vinegar. I thought, oh well, at the time I didn't have a battery charger, so I just thought, oh, went and bought some vinegar. So now I've got some vinegar and a tray and give it a crack. Battery tray, soak it in 4 litres of vinegar. Leave it for a couple of days and see how it goes. Alright, battery tray after 36 hours. Let's see. I think that's actually... Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. I wonder how I could, other than my fingernail, what there is to dig this up. That's looking alright. Right. Cool. Leave it in there for another 36 hours. Gentlemen, this is what happens to an A-body battery tray if you leave it in vinegar for a week. Alright, what I'm going to do... I hope it's not wafer thin. I heard that the vinegar, the acid in the vinegar will actually eat steel itself. So I hope this is not dead. But I'm going to take it out to the tap, wash it off, hit it with a wire brush, or maybe even the wire wheel on the drill. Yeah, that might be better. But we'll see how it goes. Well, let's see if I can get this. I have created Swiss cheese. That looked a lot better before I put it in the dip. I knew there was a rust hole here. This one here, what's that? Yeah, that there. Knew that was there. Didn't know any of that existed. But it's pretty good. I guess I'll spray it down with metal ready now. But yeah, pour 15 metal ready that, and it should be good to go. All in all, vinegar's done a good job. I'll definitely be using vinegar again for rust removal. Very good job. Well, this looks like rust, but it's just the zinc oxide. It's the effect of the zinc oxide. I just put pour 15 on it. And I'm pretty happy with this. Like that's just an A-body Mopar battery tray that I dug out of a car in the creek. I mean, I reckon I left it in too long because there's just holes everywhere in it now. But I don't know. It's good to me. Maybe a bit of a scuff, and that's ready for paint. I mean, yeah, it doesn't look good because it does actually look like it's rusty, but it ain't rusty. I can guarantee you that it's yeah. I mean, I'm pretty stoked, pretty happy. On to the next one. Right, here's high quality. Here's the seized heads off of the seized 440, and here's a tub, and here's about 8 or 9 litres of vinegar. So let's see what it does. So, this is interesting. I reused the stuff that I used for the battery tray. I rebottled the stuff I used for the battery tray. Stuff evaporates. A week with no lid, and it's lost 1 litre out of 4. So, but yeah, look at that. The rust turns it bright red, dark red. Righto. So this this is pretty well as deep as I need it. I mean that's yeah, I mean that's a fair bit of it's a fair bit of vinegar. But I reckon this is going to work real good. Yeah, I can't wait to see what happens. How good these heads turn out. It's only been a couple of hours at this stage. I just went to the shops and got some more vinegar. But yeah, it had already started, like you can see. Already started frothing up. Yeah. I'll report back in a day or two. Look at that. Sort of wish I had more. And I could have soaked the whole thing, but so just have a sneak peek and see what we got. Well, I've got to be honest, they look about the same. I don't know if this is even very visible, but I think the lighting's real bad, but that doesn't look any different, so I'll hit them with a high pressure and yeah, see if it's working. Although there's a distinct line, dirty and clean, so hopefully she's clean.
Well, already going rusty, but that was nice fresh metal there. So yeah, it's done a good job. There's still chunky bits, and in the ports especially, the ports are really bad. So I'm going to soak them some more. But one thing I did notice, it's a dish there that shows me that it's a tulip valve, and then there's no dish or minimal dish. That's a nailhead valve. So these heads are both the same casting. They're a 452, but they've been serviced and had valves replaced, or possibly they're not a pair, you know? But whatever. The valves, these ones that are seated, that's actually on the seat, sit up quite proud, so I don't think the seats are recessed and sunk. The inlets don't look bad. I mean, they just look like reasonably usable pair of heads, so looks good to me. This is where the piston was at top dead center, and it was getting seawater in there. So that corrosion there is actually from the aluminium, and from the corroded piston. So I don't know. I don't know what to do, but I guess I'll put them back in the dip and see what happens. So here she is, back in the dip. Threw a valve cover in there as well. Now I've got some more space, so that'll be good. Surprised how quick the heads went rusty. Sprayed them down with high pressure, and then yeah. I'll go and get some more, I reckon. Go and get some more vinegar, because it needs a bit more than that, I think. Yeah. Leave it for another day. Alright, see how this goes. Oh yeah. Pretty slimy looking. Stinks a fair bit. That's what you probably expect. What I'm thinking, what I was really hoping for was these valves that are open. I was hoping that the vinegar would seep in and then they'd close. I think maybe some of them might have closed a bit, but yeah, they're not really. Anyway, whatever. But you can see, it obviously sweats a fair bit, because the ones out of the vinegar have gone mad rusty. So anyway, now this I find interesting. So that line there, that's the line that it was submerged to. All of that down there was submerged in vinegar. This section here was out of the vinegar, but it's rinsed off easier than the bit that was submerged. That's puzzling. I got no answers for that. I've got no answers at all. I mean, this is harder to rub off than that. That just blew off with, I just put it under the tap. Yeah, I got no answers for that, but it's worked better than submerging it. Well, I gotta be honest, that is a mad job. I mean,
you ought to see when I'm spraying. I wish I filmed it. It's a bit dark, so couldn't really, but as I'm spraying with the high pressure, it's just peeling all the paint off. Man. How good. I'll go on, hang on a second. Righto. So here's his brother. I mean, that's exactly what it looked like. They didn't look any different. They looked exactly the same. I'm glad I only had space in the tub for one, because now, I mean, back-to-back comparison. Like, I can see here, like I blasted that with high pressure, and bits of that still a bit rusty, but can see that line where it's above. It's been floating above and it's actually, I left it a bit too long just with water on it. It's gone a bit rusty already, but man, something about the like you can see how it's been evaporating, and then it's starting to, I guess, I don't know, it must be acid rain inside there, but the portion that was above the fluid level is cleaner than the portion that's below. So I got no idea how that works, but I'm going to experiment with that, I'll tell you what. But yeah, I mean, I'll do this other cover, but I'll call that a bloody good success. I mean, left it in there for 2 days, and it's good. I can't believe how good it is. But I mean, compared to that, and then that's exactly what we had. And that's the difference. So not bad. But see, now I find this interesting. The opposite happened on the head to what happened on the cover. You can see a distinct line right down there where it was, okay, right, bastard, come on. So to the left was submerged, to the right was not. So it's the opposite to what happened to the cover. Very inconclusive evidence. But yeah, I mean, decided to get one head going. So yeah, just hit it with a high pressure and then CRC to stop from going rusty. But got some ugly rustiness in those ports. Cylinder head surface looks alright. I mean, not great, but look, it'll clean up decent. Chambers are pretty, well, they're a lot better than they were, that's for sure. But yeah, again, you can see there's a defined line there, sort of on the quench pad. The quench pad was exposed, or maybe the tip of the valves, just the top of the valves, and then anyway, might do this other one now. Well, this cylinder head looks pretty good. Alright, pretty stoked. Huh? Pretty good. I'll get into this cover. Well, look at that little ripper. This one come up better. I mean, well, actually, no. Now that I'm looking at it, it's exactly the same. But it's still 1000% better. So, mint. Pair of 318 covers, ready to rock. Heads here. Little bit of surface rust coming up on it there, but oh well, I suppose not the end of the world. Generally clean though. I mean, obviously the water's gone milky with the spray that I put on it, but yeah, I mean, pretty happy. Well, I've got more parts that I'm gonna de-rustify, but that's about it for the moment. I mean, I'm gonna attack the seized 440 with vinegar now. That's the next thing. Oh, that's the next vinegar project. But I reckon that's about enough vinegar footage for the time being. This video's getting pretty long, but I don't know. I think that's a success for me. I'm stoked. I'm real happy. The parts I've done, you know, I've done 2 heads, 2 covers. Actually, I've got here's a valve that come out of the 318. That's the exhaust port in the 318 that was getting the most yeah, it was getting the most water, but I don't know. I'll leave it here, but stoked. Vinegar eats rust. Who knew? Yeah, catch us after. And talk to me in the bloody comments, won't you? I'm sick of. I'm doing this to hang out with you blokes, you know what I mean? Because I'm here on my own too much, but I go crazy talking to the freaking camera. But yeah, talk to me in the comments, won't you?